Welcome back to the Shadlands. This is the lady. Today we're working on a cowl or a short cloak for Claudia because her costume isn't complete yet. It's still a work in progress. And so we're starting with parts of this pattern. Now this is the pattern that I used for doing the Ranger cloak that you would have seen in the trailer. But instead of a full cloak, we're going to have it come just across the back. We still have the shoulders and the hood, but it's going to have two strips that just come down the front, so she can wrap it around her neck, around either side, or have it come down and get attached with a belt and be a little bit of a Jedi look. But we'll play around with that. We've got a couple of fabrics that we've considered, but we're going to go with a nice black, and so she can wear a bit of colour underneath or have a bit of an assassin look. We'll just see how it goes, but I haven't played around with patterns too much with altering how they come, so we'll just see how this goes and probably learn from mistakes. Try doing it with just a long strip of fabric, then I'm going to try for about 20 centimeters that way, halfway mark of, let's say, 75 centimeters. The full length will be 150 centimeters. We found the neck facing, the hood, the front band, which I don't think we're going to need because we'll just hem the front part. The hood band, which I imagine we will need. This is probably the main cloak part that we're going to have to actually do the most work on and try to convert, because I've never converted a pattern before. This is all a learning experience for me. Here with this split, that's where the shoulder part is, so that joins on and sits on the shoulder. So we certainly want that part. We're going to be using this black fabric for our first attempt. Just folded it into quarters along the line here. So we'll line it up top to bottom. I might give it just an extra couple of centimeters to be safe, and use my rotary blade to just cut that length. Clean this up a little bit. If I left them like that and did a few more, it would be a Mistborn cloak, but it's not what we're after today. What could have been? So most of the sewing equipment I have is for quilts, because that's most of the sewing that I do. Sewing up a cloak and things is fairly new to me. This is the pattern for the hood. That's probably the way that's going to give us the most coverage here, so that we're not wasting fabric. Alright, so we're going to give that one that much, I would say. Getting all the cutting done. So it'll fold in, and that's where the edge of the hood will go, and it'll fold over it like that. So pretty edges isn't such a big deal for this one. The first thing is I will just sew up this part that was supposed to be a fold. We have the back seam. Gotta figure out how to attach the hood. Let's see how we go. Alright, so hood first. Center matched with center. Right. And then Okay, so I've unpicked this section, which is where we were missing a part. And let's just fix that up. Alright, so I've got this trim that I'm wanting to put on here somehow. It just depends on how much. There's not a lot on the roll. Probably just going to go along here, I think, and not down through the cloak. And so it'll just give it that little bit extra layer. I'm going to have to do a bit more work first before I can attach it. Okay, so I'll start putting the trim on this side to then attach. I'm gonna have to be careful with that rolling, I think, so that it doesn't roll while I'm sewing. Sorry, I just put a pin in my mouth so I'd have both hands to work with. So just a second. Okay, so I've had a bit of a look at it on Claudia. I've realised I've made a mistake. This section here is not supposed to be sewn into the hood, but into the cloak part. And so I'm going to have to unpick it, reattach it here, and sew both back up again. So I'll do that, and then we'll be cleaning up these edges. So we got the other side right, just not this side. So we'll try to fix this up. This is all a bit of a learning experience, really. I've done some quilts and things in the past. Altering a pattern and doing costumes in general is a little bit new to me. It's a little bit of trial and error, but learn from mistakes, and so therefore improve with them, I hope. Alright, that's pretty well tidied up. Let's go out and try it on Claudia. Alright, we have this all finished. So it's option 1, more of a, assassin look you'd say, or rogue, or... And so we've got the trim on the edge just to give it a little bit of a feature. So that's option 1. And then we've got a kind of Jedi look. I don't know, kind of a tabard look down the front, perhaps. And then, what was the other one you were doing? Oh, crossing it and tying it around the back or something, wasn't it?
Don't even need a top with
There we go. We have options that you can play around with and figure out what you like. Oh yeah, hood up, hood down for all of them. Woohoo! Beginnings of your wardrobe. Now that we've got the cowl all done and we've been to the Abbey Medieval Festival, Claudia now has a complete outfit. So we've got the braces, the shirt, the belt, and the hood. There we go, job complete, and now Claudia can have her set outfit and be included in the intro of Night's Watch. Woohoo!
Thanks for watching.